No, I loved my time in Australia, just playing with professionals at an early age and just picking their brains, seeing what they do to be great professionals and stuff like that. I just felt like that was just really good for my development on and off the court. And I had great guys that I was with, so made it so much, like, a lot more fun.
It just seemed like yesterday to when A.J. Johnson first started to really make a name for himself. From his outstanding burst of athleticism to his dynamic type combo guard style of play, which really allowed him to become one of the most intriguing prospects coming out of high school. But since then, it's been quite the adjustment for him, and he's definitely had to fight through his share of adversity, and many have even wrote him off. But truthfully, he's been on an absolute mission to prove each and every one of his doubters wrong. This is the A.J. Johnson story. Now recently I ordered this stretching strap with loops after my physical therapist recommended it to me. Now I just received the stretching straps and I am very excited to do this unboxing together with you. See, the strap comes with a carrying bag and a booklet with exercise instructions. In the booklet, they describe several exercises that can be done at home, but actually they can be done anywhere by anyone, which is so awesome to me. Now the straps come in the bag like this. Now for me though, the one with 12 loops is just perfect, and this color combination with green and gray is my favorite one. The strap looks very strong and for sure is non-elastic, so if you're interested, click the link in the description. Wish me luck. A.J. Johnson was born on December 1st, 2004 in Woodland Hills, California. Now it would be at a very early age to when it became very clear that he was going to be pretty special on the basketball court going forward. And throughout his development, despite always being one of, if not the most smallest player on the court every time he played, he still had a certain type of smooth feel for the game that a lot of kids his age just didn't have, as well as confidence in who he was as a player. But as he really started to get older, his whole approach to the game would start to change.
I think I became serious like as soon as I met one of my brothers, Mike Hill. When I met him around like 5th grade, I started taking it like 6th grade. I started taking it very serious at that age, like just in the gym consistently, like probably like 3 to 4 workouts a day. The whole summer I'm in the gym, not really like hanging out with friends, going to the movies. Like I committed to like pretty early at a young age.
Someone who also inspired him at around that age was childhood friend Jalen Green. And from the time they met, they quickly developed a strong bond. So much so that he would consider Green as his older brother. The two of them would even spend time working out together, and Johnson would even take things from Jalen's game to emulate in his own game. And by the time he hit high school, things would really start to take off for him, because during the pandemic in his freshman year, AJ would grow 7 inches from 5'10" to 6'5" by the end of his sophomore season. Now as a junior, he would really start to make his presence known on the national scene, especially after a stellar Pangos All-American Festival showing. And shortly after, he excelled even more as he attended Taft High School in Los Angeles as a junior. There, he was able to average 17 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds per contest. Not only did he have elite speed with the ball, he really put his 6'9" wingspan and his 8'6" standing reach to great use on both sides of the basketball. But that summer, he proved why he was arguably one of, if not the most craftiest, combo guards in the whole Adidas SSB circuit while playing for Jalen Green Elite. His impressive court vision and his ability to score from all 3 levels on a gamely basis allowed Johnson's ranking to skyrocket from number 99 overall by Rivals.com at the start of the AAU season to number 25th in the entire country. By the end of the AAU circuit, the 5-star recruit was now ranked the 9th and 10th best player in the class of 2023 according to Rivals, ESPN, and 24/7 Sports. Now for his senior season, he decided to make the transfer to Donda Academy, a private school located in Simi Valley, California, which was founded by Kanye West. There, he would play alongside Rob Dillingham, but after just 3 months, the school would unfortunately shut down, which resulted in Johnson having to make another move, where he would make the transfer to the Southern California Academy, a program that competed in the grind session prep circuit. And at this point in time, he had already racked up offers from programs like Texas, Louisville, USC, LSU, as well as the NBL and the G League Ignite. But on November 21st, 2022, he committed to the University of Texas under head coach Chris Beard and even remained committed to when Rodney Terry got the job and didn't opt out until Rodney Terry was named the permanent head coach. And that's where AJ decided to instead sign with the Illawarra Hawks of the National Basketball League in Australia, coached by Justin Tatum. Now with AJ making this decision, it allowed him to join LaMelo Ball, who went from a second-round pick to a potential first pick with the NBL's Next Stars program, as the second player to join the team out of high school. Now with the Illawarra Hawks, he appeared in 26 games, but just averaged 8 minutes, 3 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist per game. Now, some of his strengths that he did show that season were no doubt his speed when coming downhill. And with that speed came with him being able to stop on the dime and change pace. A skill of his that really stood out was his ability to go from slow to incredibly fast, just like that. But while his speed was pretty spectacular, on the other hand, there were many times when he honestly found himself out of control, which ultimately resulted in AJ blowing some makeable finishes around the basket. There was also many instances to when if AJ was getting bumped on a drive, or if he had to deal with any type of defensive physicality, it would lead to things like a forced bad shot or a turnover. But even in the midst of him showing clear signs that he was undoubtedly ways away, at the draft combine, he did not shy away from making his presence felt, as he showed where he had very high upside. And by everybody's surprise, on June 26, 2024, AJ would be selected in the first round.
With the 23rd pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select AJ Johnson from Fresno, California, and Australia's Illawarra Hawks of the NBL.
AJ Johnson, part of the crowd. A handful of prospects decided to come to Brooklyn and sit and enjoy the process with the spectators, not invited to the green room.
AJ continued to play at a high level as the summer league came around, as he's been able to maintain averages of 14 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds, while shooting 40% from the field and 42% from 3. From being regarded as a 5-star recruit coming out of high school to being counted out by many just a year later, AJ Johnson managed to stay confident in his abilities and has always trusted the work he's put forth. And even if he isn't somewhat of a contributor to the Bucks in his first year, he's still one of, if not the most intriguing developmental project player in this year's draft class, who if put in the right situation, he could really thrive.
When it came to the draft, AJ, they said you weren't even invited to the green room, but you still decided to stay into the stands and watch it all. What made you even want to do that? Because for some people, they might have been like, oh man, I'm not going to get drafted. Why am I even going to come? So what made you come and bring your family?
I'll probably just say the belief that I had in myself and what I shown the entire NBA during the combine. But yeah, I would just definitely say like I had a couple teams that were very interested in me, and I just thought that I might have had a chance to be first round.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the AJ Johnson story.